welcome to the vlog. So today we are hiking Grassi Lakes Trail. I did this back in the summertime. It's a really great trail, but today it's a little bit cold out. It's earlier in shoulder season. It's my first hike in like a month. So I'm kind of feeling it today, but we'll see how it goes. I kind of was hoping for more winter conditions by the time we get to the lake, but we'll see how it looks. I haven't been here in the winter, so I'll see you guys soon in the next clip.
It's almost like falling in love for the first time, all over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing.
Hey guys, so we've made it to Grassi Lake. This is how it looks right now. I actually really like this a lot better in the summertime. That's just personal preference. The colors pop a little bit more in the summer when the algae's out. The colors just look more green, I guess. But yeah, it's still really beautiful up here. This was a really great day for this, and it was about, I think this is going to be about a 5K hike by the time we get done. To this spot right here anyways was 1.78 kilometers. So I will see you guys further along the trail.
Hold these doubts like they're playing cards, close to my chest. Turn them round for the river and hope it's something that I won't regret. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing.
Hey guys, welcome to my after hike summary for Grassi Lakes shoulder season version. I've done Grassi Lakes quite a few times. I think this is maybe my 4th or 5th time doing Grassi Lakes, although I've only filmed like a hiking vlog twice. This is my 2nd hiking vlog on this particular hike. I love Grassi Lakes, don't get me wrong. It's a really nice go-to hike if you're, you know, maybe doing your first hike after a couple months, which is definitely my case. So if you guys have been keeping up with my channel, I was in Japan and the Philippines for 3 weeks. So I hadn't gone hiking in a good month and a half. And then I was like, which hike do I want to do? I was between this one and White Buddha. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it easy on myself and do Grassi Lakes. So this one, I feel like it's a bit longer if you do the whole entire loop. However, part of the trail was closed because of falling ice or something like that. The trail was definitely dry for the most part For April, it was pretty dry. There were still a few snow patches here and there, but it wasn't too bad. However, the other trail that kind of loops around looked pretty snowy. So yeah, there was like caution signs everywhere. The trail was actually closed and taped up and everything for people's safety, because this is definitely a tourist hike. A lot of tourists come here and do this hike because it's easy and you get really beautiful lake views, you know, for very little effort, right? So this is a good all-around hike. I do recommend this to a lot of people, especially beginners. So I can see why they closed the trail, part of it anyways. So this one I clocked in at 4.2 kilometers with an elevation gain of 205 meters. Like I said, this wasn't the full loop. This was, you know, out and back. This was on the same trail, the easy trail part of the hike. If you guys have done this before, you know that to loop back, or if you do the loop the other way, harder section of the hike is actually really rooty. There's a lot of roots on the ground. It's like rougher terrain. It has a lot of rocks, all of that stuff. It takes you to a waterfall, really beautiful area. However, the easy part of the trail is very straightforward. It's on a regular dirt trail. The elevation gain is very gentle, and you know, you don't need specific equipment to do this hike. Honestly, you don't even need poles for it. So that's why I always say it's a good beginner one. But if you do want to do the loop, it's a little bit more rougher terrain on the other side of the trail, but that part was closed off, so I could not do that. However, the lakes look different. I think depending on the season, I don't know if I'm crazy or not, if you guys have noticed that either, but they look more like a deeper, darker color in the shoulder season / winter time. I think the lakes look a little bit different than they do in the summer. They kind of remind me of like Kool-Aid in the summer, if you guys know what I mean. Like they look really vibrant and bright, and they're a little bit of a more turquoisey tone. This time around they were a little bit deeper in color. I don't know if that's to do with the, is it moss? It's something algae. There's algae in the water that makes it that color. Like, these are really beautiful, really interesting lakes for sure. But there was a ton of fish this time. I actually did notice quite a few of like little tiny fish. I forgot to ask Andy what they were called, but they were like cute little fish in the water, tons of them that day that we went. So this trail was in really good condition when we went. I can't give you a proper trail update now. I don't even know if the other side has reopened by now. The day that we went, it was really, really nice. We went in the middle of the week. We avoided the crowds, which was a really big thing for me. I don't like doing very popular trails. Number one, because I don't like looking for parking. I don't like it when there's like a designated parking area for the trail and it's like impossible to find parking, which is the issue I had last summer when I did this on a Saturday. Okay, I did it on a Saturday, so I had to drive around the parking lot quite a few times to look for parking. This time around, it was nice and easy. There was maybe like 5 other cars in the parking lot. It wasn't too bad. So if you do want to do Grassi Lakes Trail, I do highly recommend doing it on the weekdays versus the weekends, because honestly it's a lot on the weekends to do this trail. So it's very dog friendly, child friendly, beginner friendly. It's a great hike, and the trail when I did it was in really good condition as well. All in all, this was a really beautiful day. It was still a little bit cold outside, but I think that conditions have improved since then. We definitely got a snowstorm after I did this hike, and it snowed a lot in the mountains, but I'm pretty sure it's all melted because we've had pretty high temperatures now for like almost a week now. So I don't think you need micro spikes or anything like that if you're planning to do this now. It's well into spring and we're getting into summer really quickly. So I do think that this is a really great shoulder season trail, especially considering a lot of the highways like the 566 and you know the road to Powder Face. What is that one called? It's in Bragg Creek. A lot of, you know, there's quite a few roads that are closed this time of year leading up to May 15th. I know it's already been past May 15th by the time I'm uploading this video, but if you need options for the earlier months in the year, like January to April, this is a really good hike option. So that is all for this video. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.
I let you deeper than I let